Hey you guys, so whether it's through genetics, weight loss, or inactivity, secretly we're all hoping for a fuller, shapelier bottom. So I'm going to show you a workout that's going to get your butt from flat to fabulous. Here we go. All right, you guys, so most importantly, what you want to do before you do any kind of glute workout is you want to make sure you're activating them. So you want to grab any kind of bands, which I just realized I don't have any with me, but normally what you can do is just take some bands and you're just going to put bands around your ankles, and you can just do like a side shuffle. You can do monster walks. You can get on the ground and you can do clam shells, or even just standing and doing any kind of abductor or kick out, anything to just kind of get them kind of waking them up basically. Maybe take even 5 minutes of doing that is going to help activate them, get them ready to go. Okay, so that's most importantly. Next, we're going to start with 5 different exercises that I think are really good for kind of targeting kind of the entire glute area, because that's really the main thing that we're going to really focus on getting built up. And it doesn't always necessarily mean using a ton of weight. You don't have to go to the gym and just slam on all these weights. The main key is if you're really engaging the glute, you're isometrically holding that glute in that position to where it's really firing and being engaged. That's how you're going to get that. That's how you're going to get the growth. So don't think just because you're not in the gym slapping on a ton of weight and squatting and doing all that, it's not going to happen for you. Because that's not true. If you're mindful, you're going through your reps nice and slow and really engaging that muscle, you're going to see the results. Okay, you guys, so the first thing I'm going to show you is a banded, you can use bands. So if you have bands, you can do kickbacks with bands. Or if you have a cable system, you can use a cuff or anything to get your foot inside. You want to set at, not a super heavy weight, just a moderate weight, something you feel comfortable using. Now with this one, I always tell people it's really important to keep that tabletop back. I see people in the gym and they're hyperextending. You don't want to do that. Get yourself to where you feel like you're at a tabletop, a nice flat back. My abs are engaged. And you're just going to think about bringing that leg up, not too high up here. You want to keep a straight line. So down and kick to where you really feel that top part of the glute really engaging. And like I said, even just that little bit of an isometric hold is where the growth is going to happen. But again, you want to use some weight that is going to tax the muscle. So with this, depending on how much weight you're using, I would do maybe anywhere from 10 to 15. I would do 3 on one side, reset, and do the opposite side. I love those because I really feel like it just gets it really activated and kind of ready to go. Another one of my favorites. They're not super easy, but they're really good. Single leg Swiss ball squat. So you're just going to take a ball, put it against a wall. I mean, these are great. If you have too much trouble doing one leg, even 2 leg is really good because it gets you into a deeper range of motion, and that's what we're looking for because it really engages the hamstrings and the glutes. So to make it a little bit tougher, the one leg, you're just going to put here, the leg out in front of you. Other leg is just going to be out front. Some people prefer it behind, whatever you feel the most comfortable doing. And you're just going to drop down. And think about using the ball. I'm really pressing against that. I'm using this to my advantage to help me get lower. And I'm trying to think about driving through my glutes. But this really taxes that backside. Really makes those hamstrings and glutes do a lot of work. Just do as many as you can. Even if it's 5 to 8 on each side, 3 rounds, that's great. We want to make sure we hit both sides. Just going down as low as we possibly can. Obviously a 90-degree angle would be optimum, but if we can't get all the way down, just try to balance and go as low as you can. Slow and controlled. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. Okay, single leg deadlift. This one is challenging for your balance, but it's a great exercise. So you're going to grab your dumbbells. You're just gonna place one foot out front. What you're gonna do with this exercise, it's not so much thinking about hinging at the waist as it is kicking your leg out, almost like a lever, almost like your leg is connected to your upper body and they all work in unison together. So I'm engaging my glutes, they're tight, and I'm just going to keep a slight bend in my leg and I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna lock that top leg out because that's gonna help keep me in a straight line. By locking that top leg out, that's what's really helping me balance even more. Plus it's working the glute of the non-working leg too. All right, so we're gonna think about doing anywhere from 12 to 15. Really think about driving up through the glute, not just lifting your body. Think about the muscle you're using and driving up through that leg. All right. So remember, 12 to 15 on one leg. I try to do 3 rounds to just keep that muscle engaged the whole time. I'll switch over and do my other leg. Next, we're going to do a single leg squat to bench. Okay, so with this one, you can, if you have a chair at home, anything like that works too. I'm going to show you without a weight initially. So maybe just sit down first, kind of find your marking of where you're going to sit. You're just going to put one foot out in front of you. You're just going to sit back and raise. Back and raise. So just a little tap and back up. Kind of driving through that back part of my legs. If you want to make it a little bit tougher, you can add a weight. You can hold a dumbbell or a plate. Do the same thing. We're just going to sit back, stand straight up and up. So I really feel that I'm driving through the backs of my hamstrings right up into the base of my glutes and up. 12 to 15 on each side, 3 rounds, other leg. Okay, I always want to do something metabolic because that's a good thing to do. And some butt targeting tips, you guys, use elevation. So if you're on a treadmill, try to get some elevation going because you're going to get a lot more out of walking on elevation than you are flat ground. It's going to actually activate the glutes a little bit more. Running hills, stair steppers are great, or even stairs. So if you have stairs at home or at work, there's like a free workout waiting for you to use, and it's super good for building the glutes. Okay, so this last one, this is really good. It's explosive. It's all about building strength, burning fat, all of that stuff. So you're just going to pop up, stay low, and low. So we're always just kind of keeping the glutes engaged. So with this one, 15 to 20 rounds. I want you to do 3 to 5 rounds as your finisher. Nice gentle landing. You don't want to jump back too far. Just a nice gentle little landing. Whew. All right, you guys, there is hope. I recently lost a little bit of weight, and that was the one place I did notice I lost weight. So it was like, oh my gosh, I really have to start kind of working my glutes a lot more. Because before, you just, it's like I said, there's that layer, and then there's the muscle. So if you're losing weight, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I thought I had a backside before, but it's gone. So really good targeting exercises. Think about targeting your glutes at least 3 times a week and really hit them hard. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with heavy weights. Just really engaging the muscle is all you guys need to do. Thanks for joining me today. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Hey, and check us out on Athlean-XX for women.com. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and we'll work out soon.